Hey everyone, I'm Wesley, and in this video, I'm going to install and configure SL Status. I will share my screen. If you're not already familiar with DWM, I'm using DWM right now. I'm on X, not on Wayland, because I was not able to get Wayland to work on my laptop. I was able to get it to work in a VM, but anyway, I'm right now going to try to get SL Status. So if you're familiar with DWM at all, you'll know that what you get out of the box is a bar that just says DWM with a version number right beside it. And that's not enough to give you information about the date, time. Some people are okay with that. I prefer to have status information up there. So if you're on the Suckless website, SL Status should be under Tools, SL Status. So to download it, I'm going to clone it, git clone SL. I'll just paste. You can clone it using this command that they have on their website. Copy, paste that in. Okay, cloned SL Status. Now I'm going to change into that directory and see what we got. So we have a config.def.h file, like most Suckless apps have. And I think the main file, the main function is in the .c file. But what we're mostly interested in looking at is the config file. And then we'll look at how to configure the different components within the status bar. So I'm going to start by just running make. So I've got my executable there. I'm going to run SL status. And it starts by giving me a bar. And all it has is the date and time up there. Okay, so, but there's a lot of things we can do to configure it. So I'm going to go to the config.h file. And you can see here in this comment, they put a lot of information about how to do various configurations. And basically what it comes down to is populating this args struct in the header file, where the first element will be a function that you call, and all those functions are documented in this comment. The second is a format if it needs a format, and there's a description for that here. And then the final is the argument. So if we look at the date time function as an example, that one, it shows the argument as the string format for the date time. So I'm going to start by just taking, for example, the date out and just look at the time. Okay, now let me run it. See, now it just shows the time. So I'm going to leave both the date and time in there. Actually, I'm just going to take the date out and leave just the time in there. I'm going to look through here and see which of these functions I want to have run, so that I can see, the status of this information in the status bar. Battery percentage is probably a good one to use. So I'm just going to come up here and copy battery pers, paste it there. All right, and then description, the battery percentage. So this is the format that it's going to come out on the status bar. And then this over here is the argument. So for battery percentage, it's just going to be a string. So I'm going to just take it as is. And then the battery name. So for example, bat0. So I'm going to come down here, and for the argument, I'm going to change it to bat0. All right, I'll make it, make SL status. And it's giving me an error saying no such file or directory, sys class power supply bat0 capacity. Okay, so this tells me that this file does not exist on my system. And I can probably verify that by looking at sys class power supply. And I don't. I have a bat1, high DPP, battery 0, a couple batteries here, but not bat0. So I'm going to use bat1 and see what that looks like. So I'm going to make it, run it. Okay, so shows 100, but the format isn't great because it kind of collides with the time. So I'm going to put like a bar there, a vertical bar, and try it again. Okay, 100. Now, obviously, I want to show % in there. So I'm going to do %. No, I need to put that in the format string, %. And my guess is this is not going to look correct. Yeah, it's so with C format strings, the %, to print a %, you need to put %%. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, so now I have date, then the bar, and then 100%. But 100%, what does that mean? I'm going to put battery, and it'll print the percentage and then the %sign. Make. All right, battery, 100%. Cool. I don't need to probably put the time. Also, I want the time to be the last one. Usually, when I'm looking at the time, my eyes go straight to the top right corner of the screen, and so I want the time to be at the very far right. All right, make. Cool. Oh, but now I need to move my bar. Okay, let me put that at the beginning. That. Okay. Cool. We got the battery, we got the time. All right. Now, if you're interested in kind of what's going on with all of these functions behind the scenes, you can open up this components directory in the repository, and you can see these C files which have the implementation for all of these functions. So like if I go to battery.c, I can see where battery purse is being defined. And I mean, I could make changes if I wanted to. I don't really want to because I presume that they did a reasonable job at implementing that. So I'm not going to make any changes. Okay, what else do I want to add in here? How about battery remaining? That's probably the amount of time left until the battery is dead. So I'm just going to put bat time, and I'm not going to put a %sign, and then I still need to specify the battery. Okay, save, make, run. Battery time 100. What does that mean? Oh, I didn't change the function call to time. Is it oh no, battery remaining. Remain, yeah. Okay. That is unhelpful. Battery remaining. I'm guessing that this would only show me the battery time if I unplugged from my docking station, but I don't want to do that because I'm recording and I've got stuff going on, so I'm going to leave the battery remaining out. Cat, you can read an arbitrary file. Why would you want to do that? I don't know, but you can apparently do that. You can read an arbitrary file and I guess have it print to the status bar. So that might come in handy for whatever reason. Disk free. Now that's a pretty handy one. So I want to use disk free. Disk free. Disk free. And I'm gonna take off the %sign, and it wants me to specify mount point path. I'm gonna use /. Didn't like that. Why not? Because I misspelled disk. Cool. So I don't know if you can see it here, but actually, let me get my face out of the way. It shows disk free 17 gigabytes. Awesome. What else? RAM free. That would be a pretty useful piece of information. RAM free, and then null for the argument. So null. Cool. And as you can tell, my disk space just like tanked, and that's because I'm recording a high definition video. It's more than high definition. It's a 4K video is what I'm recording this on, and man, that is draining my disk. I probably should not be recording at such a high definition. Wow. All right, I got to stop this recording in just a minute. But anyway, that's how SL Status works. It's lightweight, it's minimal. If it follows all of the guidelines for what make an app suckless, it probably has fewer than 2,000 lines of code. And hopefully it adheres to the Suckless philosophy. And I would assume it would have to if it's on the Suckless page. Anyway, that's all for this video, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks.